everyone. Welcome to Focus of the Day. Today we will discuss about Indian Antarctic Bill and its various provisions. So before starting the discussion, I want to inform you that Polity Foundation course for 2023 and Ethics Crash course for Mains 2022 are about to start in our institute by Nitin Shivhare sir. For more information, you can call on given numbers. So now let's start the discussion. So the context of the topic is recently the Union government introduced the Indian Antarctic Bill 2022 that aims to lay down a set of rules to regulate a range of activities on territories in Antarctica where India has set up research stations. Now let's see what does the Antarctic Bill envisages. The bill envisages regulating visits and activities to Antarctica as well as potential disputes that may arise among those present on the continent. It also prescribes penal provisions for certain serious violations. If the bill were to become law, private tours and expeditions to Antarctica would be prohibited without a permit or the written authorization by a member country. A member country is one of the 54 signatories of the Antarctic Treaty signed in 1959. India joined the treaty system in 1983. The draft also directs the creation of a fund called the Antarctic Fund that will be used for protecting the Antarctic environment. The bill extends the jurisdiction of Indian courts to Antarctica and lays out penal provision for crimes on the continent by Indian citizens, foreign citizens who are a part of Indian expeditions or are in the presence of Indian research stations. The bill also establishes a committee on Antarctic governance and environmental protection. The bill prohibits mining, degrading, and activities that threaten the pristine conditions of the continent. It bans any person, vessel, or aircraft from disposing waste in Antarctica and bars the testing of nuclear devices. The bill also establishes a committee on Antarctic governance and environmental protection. The bill prohibits mining, degrading, and activities that threaten the pristine conditions of the continent. It bans any person, vessel, or aircraft from disposing waste in Antarctica and bars the testing of nuclear devices. Now let's see what is the history of the Antarctic Treaty. The Antarctic Treaty came into force on June 23, 1961 after ratification by the 12 countries then active in Antarctic science. The treaty covers the area south of 60 degrees south latitude. Its key objectives are to demilitarize Antarctica, to establish it as a zone free of nuclear tests and the disposal of radioactive waste and to ensure that it is used for peaceful purposes only, to promote international scientific cooperation in Antarctica and to set aside disputes over territorial sovereignty. Out of the 54 signatory countries, 29 have consultative status that give them voting rights. Treaty parties meet each year at the Antarctic Treaty Consultative Meeting. They have adopted over 300 recommendations and negotiated separate international agreements. These, together with the original treaty, provide the rules which govern activities in the Antarctic. Collectively, they are known as the Antarctic Treaty System, ATS. Now let's see India's research stations at Antarctica. Following its first expedition to Antarctica in 1982, India has now established two standing research stations, Bharti and Maitri, at Antarctica. Both these places are permanently manned by researchers. India has organized 37 expeditions to Antarctica. Major thrust areas of the Indian Antarctic program are climate processes and links to climate change, environmental processes and conservation, and polar technology. The operational expenditure of the Antarctic expedition is Rs 90 to 110 crore annually, depending on the projects and services. That's all for today. We'll meet you soon with the next video. Stay connected. Thank you.